Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. President Droupadi Murmu visits historic Kohima Second World War Cemetery. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says time has come for decisive fight against corruption. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi inaugurates National Integrate, Innovate, Expand Trade Fair in Dimapur. And 13-year-old Mulubi Dzudo wins first edition of Under-14 Open Naga Wrestling Championship. Now the news in detail. President Droupadi Murmu visited the historic Kohima Second World War Cemetery this morning and paid homage to the brave soldiers who made supreme sacrifice while defending the nation. She also visited Kohima and interacted with the members of the village council and self-help groups. An exhibition for demonstration of traditional weaving and agriculture produces of self-help groups were displayed. Chief Minister Niperio, in his short speech, said Kohima is one of the largest villages and has a historical significance because the Japanese soldiers were stationed here during Second World War and fought the Battle of Kohima. He said Kohima village has 34 women self-help groups, SHGs, and that it was a proud moment for the village to showcase the efforts of the SHGs. On behalf of the state government and Kohima Village Council, Chief Minister Rio thanked President Murmu for visiting the village. Kohima Village Chairman Palye Gere expressed gratitude to the President for her visit to the village. Gere requested President Murmu to support the long-cherished desire and the need of the people to have a national standard-level playground situated between the military station Jakama and the village. The village chairman also reiterated the request made during the visit of the then President late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam by upgrading the national highway to 4-lane road. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says time has come for a decisive fight against corruption. He termed corruption as an evil and the country must stay away from it. The Prime Minister was addressing a program marking Vigilance Awareness Week of the Central Vigilance Commission, CVC, in New Delhi today. Referring to his clarion call from the ramparts of the Red Fort for a decisive battle against corruption, the Prime Minister termed a lack of amenities and unnecessary pressure from the government as the two key reasons for corruption and hindering people's progress. He remarked that the government is trying to change this system of scarcity and pressure for the last 8 years. Modi said that 3 ways adopted to achieve this are advancement in technology, taking basic services to the saturation level, and finally heading towards Atmanirbharta. He added that every department of the government should show the same will to fight corruption like the NDA government is displaying. He highlighted that a developed India, trust and credibility are critical and people's trust in the government enhances people's self-confidence. The Prime Minister said that too much dependence on foreign goods has been a big cause of corruption. He highlighted the government's push towards Atmanirbharta in defense and underlined that the possibility of scams is ending as India would be manufacturing its own defense equipment from rifles to fighter jets to transport aircrafts. The Prime Minister stressed the need to bring in common citizens in the work of keeping a vigil over corruption. Governor of Nagaland, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, inaugurated the National Integrate, Innovate, Expand Trade Fair under the theme Innovate, Integrate, Expand today at NER Agri Expo in Dimapur. The fair is being organized by the Business Association of Nagas and supported by Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, MSME. Addressing the gathering, the governor expressed happiness over the entrepreneurs from Nagaland and many northeast states participating in the 3-day trade fair. He stated that the trade fair is a unique event because besides the trade fair, a business summit is also being organized where many topics of importance like employment, agri, tourism, logistics, business financing, and women entrepreneurship will be discussed. Professor Mukhi said the focus of a country's economic reforms and policies is to eliminate poverty and enhance the prosperity of ordinary families. He emphasized that the centre's key initiatives such as Make in India, Digital India, Startup India, Stand Up India, Skill India, Smart Cities, and the resolve to increase farmers' income are all an attempt to make economic reforms more meaningful than those at the grassroots. He also stated that MSME sector has emerged as an important and dynamic sector of the Indian economy. Stating that Nagaland has a young population, the governor urged Naga youth to take up entrepreneurship as self-employment and also giving employment to others. Earlier, Professor Jagdish Mukhi launched the website of MSME Development and Facilitation Office. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. The Ministry of Education has released the Performance Grading Index (PGI) for states and union territories for 2020-21. It is a unique index for evidence-based comprehensive analysis of school education systems across states and UTs. The prime objective of PGI is to promote evidence-based policy making and highlight course correction to ensure quality education for all. As per the index, a total of 7 states and union territories, namely Kerala, Punjab, Chandigarh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Andhra Pradesh, have attained level 2 grading in 2020-21. Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Andhra Pradesh are the new entrants with the highest achieved level. Union Territory Ladakh has made significant improvements in PGI from level 8 to level 4 in 2020-21. PGI 2020-21 classified the states and UTs into 10 grades, of which the highest achievable grade is level 1 for the state scoring more than 950 points out of a total of 1,000 points. The lowest grade is level 10, which is for a score below 551. The Education Ministry has extended the last date for the National Means Cum Merit Scholarship Scheme. Eligible applicants can apply by the 15th of this month. The ministry stated that students whose parental income from all sources is not more than 3,50,000 rupees per annum are eligible to avail scholarships. The students must have a minimum of 55% marks or equivalent grade in Class 7 examination for appearing in the selection test for award of a scholarship. It said a 5% relaxation in marks is provided to students who belong to SC and ST community. Under the scheme, scholarships are awarded to meritorious students of economically weaker sections to arrest their dropout at Class 8 and encourage them to continue their education at the secondary stage. An amount of 12,000 rupees per annum is provided to students under the scholarship. In the first edition of Under-14 Open Naga Wrestling Championship held at Futsal Sports Complex today, 13-year-old Mulubi Dzudo from Upper Komi village emerged as the champion. In the final match, Mulubi Dzudo defeated Ngosa Dene in both bouts to take the Under-14 title. A total of 16 young wrestlers participated in the championship. The introduction of the Under-14 age group was to encourage wrestling at a young age by providing a platform in the bigger stage and to let them gain confidence and experience. The champion received a cash award of 10,000 rupees with a citation. And now to the news, here are the main points again. President Droupadi Murmu visits historic Kohima Second World War Cemetery. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says time has come for decisive fight against corruption. Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi inaugurates National Integrate Innovate Expand Trade Fair in Dimapur. And 13-year-old Mulubi Dzudo wins first edition of Under-14 Open Naga Wrestling Championship. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.